wine, wine, wine. Kick my feet up when I get time. And as I recline, take another sip, let my thoughts unwind. Wine, sipping and spilling it. Sipping and spilling the tea. Sipping and spilling it.
What is poppin', everyone?
What's poppin'?
How you niggas doing?
I'm just feeling ecstatic. I feel like overwhelming joy. I feel like every time we get to this point in our season, I feel excited.
Okay.
Do you never feel excited when we're at the end of the road?
No, I don't feel excited.
Why is that?
Because you're like excited to stop, and I'm not excited to stop. But I know it's important for us to stop.
It's important for us to stop so we can regroup.
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z. I get excited at the end of the season because I feel like when you go 27 episodes, sometimes you get burnout. You don't have any more creative ideas. Everything is kind of like we're biting off of somebody else's idea and trying to transform it into ours. So I'm like, after 27 episodes, it's like, what else can we talk about?
Yeah.
Like, what else is going on?
No, I totally agree. I feel like it is important to stop, but I'm not excited to do it, but I know the importance of doing it.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
The excitement is on 10. How are you feeling, nigga?
I'm feeling good. Like, a lot happened to me on the way to get here. Like, I was trying to tell it to you, but I never finished the story. So, girl, I got lost on the way here. And it's like, I come here all the time, so I don't know why I got lost. Like,
are you high?
Well, I come here high all the time, and I don't get lost. It's not the first time.
Start at the source.
So, I don't know what's going on. And then my purse fell. All of the shit on my purse fell out onto my car seat. My car seat has dirt all over it because I bought some new plants. So, I had to like pick up all the stuff, you know, from that fell out my purse, put it back in my purse. And then on the way of me coming out, my fucking purse got caught into my my shift thing. So I yanked myself back. I'm like, why can't I get out this car? And then when I'm trying to get out the car, I leave and I turn around, my light is on. So I go back and turn off my light. I'm like, it took me forever to get. I got here at 8 o'clock. I didn't get back into this building until what, 8:06? It took me 6 minutes to for all that.
You got here at 8 o'clock?
No, I got here at 8, but I didn't enter the building until 8:06.
No, because I got here at 8:03, and you wasn't outside, so.
No, I got here, and I told you I got lost. So I got here at 8 o'clock, but I got lost. And then all that shit happened for me not to get into here to 8:06. So when I passed by the building, and I was like, okay, I'm here. I didn't see your car yet. I did a whole fucking U-turn to turn left. I don't know. It was a lot for me to get in here, but you know what? I'm here. And I was like, you know what? Just all that energy needed to stay in the car because it was a struggle to get here, but this episode won't be a struggle.
At all. That's what I like to hear. The episode is not a struggle.
The episode.
So I heard you had a PSA. The word on the street is you had a PSA.
I have a PSA. Someone pissed Sammy.
I'm me off.
And me off. I'm gonna include you to the pissing off shit because it really grinded my gears. My PSA is for the niggas. If a woman is ignoring, actually this could go for bitches too. If someone is ignoring your DMs and you see them in person, don't go up and ask them why you ignoring them DMs. Don't go up and tell them, can you please DM me back? Because it's embarrassing, not only for you, but also for me. Because
hold up. Bitch, this is not about you. She said, not embarrassing for you. It's embarrassing for me as well.
Because I'm getting secondhand embarrassment of why you were asking someone why they're not replying to your DM.
Because you know what? You miss 100% of the chances you do not take. So he probably thinking, maybe she see me in person. Maybe she see my vibe. She'll know I'm serious about her. You are blocking your blessing probably by not hitting him back. That's what he was thinking. You're not playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, he can think that, but that's not what was happening. There was a real good reason why I was replying to his DMs.
Why? What happened? It's a safe space.
No, it's not.
Why?
I mean, he wasn't my type. Like, he wasn't the type of dude I would go for.
Tell me, a lot of niggas ain't your type. At this point, your type is gonna stop you from finding your man.
Whatever you say.
You ain't see that meme? I'm done dating my type because I want to be married one day. You ain't see that meme? It always floats around Instagram.
Yeah, that's fine. He wasn't what I would go for in a man, and that's okay. I'm not gonna like.
But 90% of the time when we talk about it, it's always physical attributes of why you won't go for a man.
Not always.
I said most times though. Most times.
So. Why does it? I want to know, why can't women care about looks too?
Women can care about looks to an extent.
Yeah,
but
not to an extent. I can care about looks too, and Period. It's not to an extent. I don't get to not care about look as much because I'm a woman. No. I don't want to look past your ugliness. Because if I was an ugly bitch, you wouldn't be having this conversation with me. Let's be fucking for real. So why do I gotta deal with your ugliness and you don't have to deal with mine? How is that fucking fair?
We all ugly to somebody.
And that's fine. And he wouldn't be talking to you. So why do I gotta talk to an ugly nigga?
Some niggas, like we said, it's a numbers game. You never know where you fall on the totem to some niggas. Some niggas might be talking to bitches that they think look better than you, but you know?
That's fine. But my point is you still ugly. And I wasn't attracted. But I mean, of course I didn't tell him all that. But go back to my PSA because we went on a fucking rant. This has nothing to do with PSA no more. But yeah, I think it's just don't do that. Don't do it because I don't want to have to explain to you why I didn't reply to your DM because now I have to act fake and be like, oh my God, I didn't see it. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, show me. I don't remember that happening. Because I clearly saw it, read it, and went on about my business. But you couldn't accept that. You had to say something to me in person and make me feel like I have to reply to your DMs. And for you to also beg after it, it's like just take it and move on. I promise you. There's so many bitches to choose from.
She's trying to tell you she's not worth the stress. She is not worth the stress.
I'm not worth the stress. I am not worth the stress. But you know what is?
So there was a video that's been going on around. I don't know if it's been longer than what we've seen it, but we've seen it within the last week where Shannon Sharp was on a interview. I don't know if it was a podcast because I always call everything a podcast nowadays. And it might have
everything is a podcast nowadays.
It might have just been a fucking interview. I don't fucking know. But he was talking to another. It was who was he speaking to? Damn, I forgot. Yes, I was gonna say another ball player. I had to think about it. But yeah, Ocho Cinco, because he's been married before. And Ocho Cinco was asking him, has he ever been married? And he said no, he's never been married because he's always put his career first. And now he's at a place in his life where he wants to facilitate a relationship where he can possibly have that as a possibility. So how do you feel about that?
I feel like men get the luxury to wait till they're settled and, they got their career going and they're later in life to settle. No one really judges or shame men for wanting to choose their career, before a family or their wife or whatever. And he said he wouldn't have been a great husband. He was like probably a terrible father.
He said he was a terrible father. He said he was.
He was. So because he was so focused on his career.
He said football was all that mattered to him.
Yeah. So women don't get that luxury. We don't get to say we want to focus on careers and not do a family. We're like, so you just want to be alone? Or, why? And we've seen a lot where guys say, oh, modern women, they don't care about being wives and mothers. They want to have jobs and careers and educations. And it's like, why don't we get the luxury to focus on our careers and make sure we're set up before later in life, choosing to want to get married? Because we're always being told, if you don't get married by this time, you got to hurry up and do it by the time you're 30 because you're going to be leftover goods. The man is 55. And no one's telling him he's leftover goods or, he doesn't deserve to get married or, whatever it is. And then my thing is a man his age, usually... I'm not going to say he's going to do that, but usually we'll go after a younger woman and a much younger woman. So your 55-year-old ass decides that now you're ready to settle down and you're going to go after a woman who's, probably 25, 30, whatever, and then take all her youth. Well, he does look good.
He does.
He's not, he's not bad on eyes. I'm not going to say he rusted and busted because he's not. He a bull. But at the same time, you're still 55 years old. How much years do you have left in you? Does your dick still work the same?
I don't know. Maybe you should do an investigation nation about this.
I would do an investigation about this. I wouldn't mind testing out the waters to see if his dick still works. But he got probably a good 10 years of fucking. He probably got one good round a night. Who knows? He might even need a Viagra. But that's not the point. My point is just afford the women the same luxury to wait to get married as men. I don't feel like it's wrong for what he's doing. At all. But the thing is, the problem is when we want to do it, it's the issue.
But we always say that double standards are we're never going to be the same. We're never going to get the same treatment because we literally are set on a biological clock from the day we are born. Yeah. Men have the luxury of having kids when they're 55 plus. Yeah. Granted, you do have a higher risk of autism and things like that, but that's beside the point. But men are not told that getting married and this and things are instilled in them. Women are instilled that being married and having partnership and exactly. Because when I was telling my
your womanhood.
Exactly. Because when I was telling my sister about my situation, and I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to get married right now. I don't really want to live with him right now. And then she was like, so where's the growth? What are you looking forward to? And I'm like, why do women get asked those questions? Because it's like, what do you mean, where's the growth? I'm growing within myself. If I find a companion and someone that can help me build a business or can help me expand my horizons, is that not more important than a man that can put a child in me? Because at the end of the day, like, all of these things have to go together. If the man leaves me, can I still be able to provide for that child?
Yeah.
Am I still gonna have the mental capacity and the emotional intelligence instilled in me to do these things? And those all come with age. So I think take your time, women. I feel like do not be forced or don't be bullied into marrying these men because they're gonna be lonely because they haven't developed any other skills. We already said that.
I agree. I saw this lady say something about you should be able to marry someone that you can also see as a business partner.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's like, that is so true.
Marriage is a business contract.
If you can't trust your wife or husband to run a business with you, you have no business being married to them. And I was like, that is so true.
Mm-hmm, girl.
All right. Well, the girls are back at it again. Another messy-ass episode of Sip and Spill where we create conversations. Oh, wow.
Sipping wine.
I go by the Mythug motherfucking Sammy.
And I'm Ambitious, the turtleneck queen, Teray.
All right. And if you haven't already, follow us on all social networks at The Real Sip and Spill. Everything's up.
Twitter, which is Sip and Spill 1. Leaves a 5-star rating because we're some 5-star
bitches. Follow us on our Instagram, our YouTube, our Twitter,
our Facebook,
our TikToks, our what else we have? Our merch at The Real Sip and Spill shop. That's about it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
So let's get into this again, the motherfucking Would You Rathers.
All right. Want to go first?
Yes. Would you rather be bald or be extremely hairy everywhere?
Extremely hairy everywhere.
Extremely hairy everywhere?
Yeah, because I can always shave it off.
But that's a lot of shaving.
I can always do laser.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
once you ain't got hair, you can't grow back.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather have a boyfriend with horrible breath or a boyfriend that lives with garbage all over his house?
Horrible breath. I can deal with that.
You can.
Because you got to think, garbage, that means hygiene-wise. Like, sometimes people have halitosis that they can get cured. Or they can, maybe...
Oh, it's not going away, baby. That's for life.
Maybe, but you got to think about it. Some people can just floss more. Maybe, do breath in between.
breath what, exercises?
No. Breath
declean?
No, what is it called? What is it called? Listerine, that shit. What is it called?
Mouthwash?
Yeah, girl, that shit. They can do that. I don't know. But I can't be with someone that is living around filth because it's just like, it's just disgusting. Just think about the gnats, the fruit fly. Yeah, no. So yeah, just give me that stank breath. So let's get into some wine facts so we can get into some motherfucking tea time.
Tea time.
So today, y'all, your girl is drinking regular wine for the first time in a month. Granted, I did drink some shots on some of the episodes, y'all, so don't think that I've been all dry January. I tried my best with y'all niggas, but that's just not for me. So today, we are drinking Line 39. That sounds like some Coke.
What?
Line 39?
No, it does not.
What that sound like?
Like you're in the 39th line.
No, the fuck it don't. It sounds like a line of 39. That sounds like some premium ass Coke. So we are drinking
I'm starting to think you're a cokehead because you referred to Coke twice today already.
Did I really?
Yes.
Oh, because he said he ain't sleeping like days, and I said it gotta be Coke.
Yes.
That's Coke.
Oh, or meth, or working hard. There's a lot of reasons why people don't sleep.
But the most common and the most inexpensive, Coke.
My mind don't go there.
That's where it goes.
What? It's okay when your mind go there. It's fine.
All right.
Cokehead.
So we're drinking a 2019 California Merlot. It has 14.5% alcohol, so we coming in with a motherfucking bang. And this has layers of cherries, plums, hint of coca, and a long mocha finish. I don't know if they really gonna live up to that shit because I got it from the fucking gas station, but we gonna motherfucking find out right now. I'm so excited. It's been so long since I had...
It's all the yelling you would do. I love it, though. Bring the energy on me. Bring it.
Can you please try my wine? Come here. Because Samantha was like... She was like... It's gas station wine. I would feel the same if I saw it. I said, no. You feel that way... Oh, it wasn't a lot. And Sammy said she wanted to go off with a bang today. How big of the bang you trying to go? Like go out type bang, or you trying to
go out tonight?
Okay, little pumpkin spice, girl.
Not that much, so
let's see. Cheers to the last messy ass episode of Sip and Spill of season 4
of this season. Yeah,
I mean, I said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's good. I like it.
I definitely taste a mocha. I can say I could definitely taste a mocha.
I taste mocha
a lot.
Yeah, that's strange because we never really taste what they say.
I definitely taste mocha.
Yeah,
that's really the only thing I can really fucking taste. Wow.
I don't mind it.
This shit about to make me feel real motherfucking sexy.
Yeah, I like the mocha. Okay. I take back what I said about you said you also get it at the regular store.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's different.
Because this bottle of wine, y'all think that because it's from the gas station it's cheaper. It's actually more.
No. Wait, people think that? Gas station's cheaper? I thought people knew gas station's more expensive.
No, people always think if it's a gas station wine, like, oh, it's just quick and easy. Maybe it's $10, $15. Gas station wine is usually priced $5 more because of the convenience.
Just like CVS and Walgreens, the same thing as gas station.
Jesus, I hate it for us. You know what? Yeah. We're getting some motherfucking tea time. So, tea time. So, I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it and we heard it and we saw it and we ran with the motherfucking story. But Quavo and Offset got in a fight at the Grammys. Like, how ghetto. One thing about the internet never fucking lies. And I love the rumors. So, how you feel about that?
It wasn't even true.
I know it wasn't, but...
How do I feel about it? How do I feel about a lie?
I feel like, why do we make such outlandish things like fruition? We always run with it without even knowing.
And then next thing you know, TMZ posted it.
But do you think, because honestly, do we not feel like it could be realistic? That's why we kind of believe it, because Offset was not with them when they made Unk and Neff. That's what I think was
they had an album.
They had an album without him.
Offset.
So it's like, is it not believable they could have fought when they finally seen each other, like a little tussle, you know? Is it not believable?
I mean, it is.
They hood niggas.
It is possible that they fought each other, but I mean, even if they did fight each other, why is it any of our business?
Because we are spectators. Only reason why celebrities have their platform is because of us. Mm-hmm. So anything that you do to entertain us, we're going to talk about.
You are absolutely right in that.
Wow, she agreed with me?
I agree with you a lot of times. I agree with you like 2-3 times this episode.
Ooh, girl, we are on a fucking roll.
I'm so shocked that I agree with you.
I love it.
Yeah, no, that's true. But at the same time, I don't. That's crazy. I feel like at this time in their relationship, they're going through and what they're the whole grieving time. Let's not make up rumors about someone who just lost their nephew and cousin. I mean. Just honestly, leave them alone. Like, honestly. Now we're going to talk about it, so now we're talking about it. Offset replied to a video of Jay Prince talking about how their relationship. So it was like the relationship was like rocky. So pretty much he felt like Offset was talking shit, and he was like, "Don't put me in a position where I have to defend myself." And he was just doing interviews about Offset and Takeoff, and it's like. His issue was, how are you doing more interviews than the family?
I feel that. I do feel that.
So Offset went off on him, and it was just like, he's hurting right now. And you can hear the hurt in his voice when he's going off on Jay Prince. And like, this man just lost his cousin.
Yeah,
not only was his cousin. You know how some of your family members are like sibling or like family, like they are family.
Yeah.
But they're more than just family. Like, you have a good relationship with them. So. Yeah, I think
it's like when TLC, like when they lost Left Eye. I feel like Migos will never be Migos. Yeah. No matter how much we want them to be, they will never be Migos. Because I even when I say when I'm in the club and I hear their music, it don't hit the same. It never will hit the same.
It hits sadder to me because I know it's never gonna happen again.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Well, that still ain't the same because you ain't never listen to Migos and be sad. So
yeah.
So let's get into another pressing matter. I am one of these people that think it should probably happen, but I think it was DJ Drama that said it. He said that, I guess Uzi's from Philly. I did not know that until recently.
Me neither.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So he said I Just Want to Rock, or is it Just Rock? Just Rock? I don't know what the name of the title of the song is, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I just want to rock, So, perfect timing. They said, is that going to take
No, he said it did.
Oh, he said it did.
He said it did.
It's taking the place of Dreams and Nightmares for the Philly theme
new
song.
anthem.
New anthem of the Philly theme song. And honestly, I feel like yes and no. I want to say no because Dreams and Nightmare have lived through a lot of fucking eras. Like, we still rapping that shit on couches with bottles in our hand. We are still to this day doing this. But in the same breath, I Just Want to Rock is so undeniable that it's like, you literally cannot not dance to that song. Double negative. You can't not dance to that song. Like, that shit is a fucking vibe. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, but they're two different vibes. And I feel like my thing is, why can't they both coexist?
I think people always like to have a number one of things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't say who's the best of the best. Oh yeah, you're first, but this person's second. And it's like, I don't agree with DJ Drama's statement. Yeah. Only because, not because Uzi's song isn't great, but it's because Uzi's song hasn't had longevity.
Yeah, that's a fact.
If his song lasts through the 10 years, has it been 10 years?
It had to be because we was in high school, I think, going to college.
I think it's been 90.
It's been like 10, 11 years since Dream and Nightmares.
If Just Wanna Rock is still playing 10 years from now, I'm gonna say yes.
You also got to think about it. I think right now we're in the era of drill music, and drill music has never been as popular as it's been now. I don't know if it's because of TikTok. I don't know if it's because of the dances, but I feel like whenever you make a song that people can dance to, it's gonna live for a little bit. So the fact that Meek Mill's song has made it as far as it did, and it's not even a dance song. It's not an inspirational
it's a heart song.
It's just a song.
It is an inspirational song.
Oh yeah, I used to pray for times like this and around like this.
That's why it's so hard, because it's an inspirational rap song that you feel you can jam to.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I found out y'all thought it was You know what? Honestly, yeah, I retract my statement. I'm so sorry. I think that it's going to stay here for the rest of our lives. It's never going to die.
Girl.
I'm going to die with a dream and a nightmare, bitch.
Okay. Period. Like, that song is so fire. But his song, Uzi's song is great.
It's just as great.
I just don't think it's...
I think he's on his shit right now. That's what makes it even better. I think it's because he's on a really high wave. Like,
nothing. Good for him. Good for congratulations. Like, for Meek Mill to not have put on...
You know he's non-binary. Oh. Good for them.
Okay. I thank you for that. For correcting me. I forgot he did that. For Meek Mill to not have been making, current good music, like, what? I think the last good song was with Nicki Minaj.
No, I think the last good song he had was with Going Bad with Drake.
You're right. You're right. Wow. Why did I try to play him like that?
You sure the fuck did.
Yeah, it was Going Bad with Drake. So since then, but for him to not have made like consecutive good music like Uzi, and for that song to still
be living. That's a beautiful thing. So we're not going to take that away from him.
We're not going to take that away from him. So yeah, I don't agree with DJ Drama. And I also saw how Uzi's... pretty much agree with us. He was like, respect to,
Yeah,
him,
respected to it.
But I don't think I passed him yet. I'm like, I'm glad you know your place. Because, yeah, I'm glad he knows his place, though. Like, he knows
humility is great.
Yeah, I'm great, but I ain't Dreams of Nightmare great. And that's okay to know. I like when people know where they are in life. and it's very important to know where you are in people's life, too. So take that how you want to take it. So, just know where you are in life. Last but not least, we want to talk about Big Latto. I like her.
I feel like why every time we say Big Latto, we gotta scream it?
Because she screams it.
Big Latto. Yeah. Damn, that was really loud. I really hope we do not make that a fucking once, because I feel like we're gonna be the Instagram users are gonna be like,
I like that.
That was louder than how I usually talk, y'all.
So yeah, she tatted 21 Savage a real name right behind it right here. And I'm like, yes, girl. But why'd you tat his name though? That's kind of like,
you know what? I have never had a dick, a relationship, a love, a anything that strong that I wanted to get a man's name tatted on me.
Yeah.
But I very much do believe that my man should get my name tatted.
I agree. I want my man to get my name tatted on me, too.
I feel like I just need you to get branded.
If your man was doing what Latto's man does for her, would you get his name tatted? Because she said that she don't pay no bills. Her man
I feel like it takes so much more than just not paying bills to get your name tatted. I feel like you got to think about it. How is our actual relationship? Like, how are you treating me? Like X, Y, and Z. There has to be so much more. Because just not paying bills, it sounds great in theory. But I mean, what comes with that?
Yeah, because you can be with the Arabic man and you don't pay bills, but
you're getting your ass beat, you're getting raped, you're getting Yeah, they say a lot of sexual abuse happens in the Middle Eastern relationships. I'm sorry, I am not the rumor spreader. I'm just the rumor teller, okay? I ain't never been with an Erica big man.
What's the difference between a rumor teller and a rumor spreader?
It's because I'm just trying to give y'all the information so y'all.
What's the difference?
I'm telling you.
That's the same thing.
I'm trying to get y'all set up. Hold up. I was there. I'm trying to set y'all up with the information and tools to go into it, knowing that the streets was talking. And one thing y'all need to know, the streets be talking. Yeah. And when the streets be talking, keep your ears to the motherfucking streets so you could have this information and go into that situation, and then you could be better off out than you was in if you knew what you knew before you got in.
Wow.
That's unbelievable, right?
No. Sounds like some bullshit.
I am sad.
Sound like some nice niggas tell. That's what it sounded like.
Sounded like some Kevin Samuel shit.
Some Kevin Samuel type red pill ass shit. Just to trying to make it sound like you're saying a whole bunch of shit, but you really said nothing.
You know, it's always the confidence behind what you say more than what you say. Because that's clearly what podcasting showed us. These men will be dead ass wrong, but they say it so confidently that you're like,
yeah.
What up?
Could that be right? Could that?
It might. Maybe.
Make some sense.
Just a little bit.
But yeah, getting a nigga's name tattooed on me, I don't know. I feel like, can I be that dumb in love? Because, I mean, we don't know the relationship. To me, 21 Savage seems like, he seems like he a vibe. Like, he got a good personality. He's 21. A lover boy. Yeah, I like his vibe. Like, I will fuck with 21 Savage.
I mean, Drake love him, so I guess we got to.
That's not the reason why I love him. But I just, I listen to his music. His music go hard. Like, and when he be doing interviews, he be talking about some real shit too. So I feel like, yeah, if you got money, you taking care of me, you're a vibe. He was walking around with "I'm a hoe" 2 posters, so he does love hard. Mm-hmm. And if you're doing all that shit for me, I can look past your looks a little bit. And did a 21 Savage ass nigga.
I feel like for me, I definitely do have to feel a sense of security, and I feel like it had to be something very long term for me to do something that permanent. Mm-hmm. I mean, it has to be something long term because I feel like once I get my name tatted, I'm Krishan about you. I'm sorry. Beating bitches, losing teeth. If I'm getting your name tatted, it got to be that serious.
Yeah,
it got to be that serious.
You got to be on.
And you know what? It never was. That's serious. So that's not what we're here for, though. We're here for more pressing matters. We need to recap this season 4 because this was a great fucking season, if I do say so myself. Mm-hmm. How you feel about it?
I feel good about it. Before we get to that, we're going to talk about our giveaway winner.
Yeah.
Our giveaway winner was Princess. Is it was or is? Because I don't know.
Did she change her name?
Who?
Did she change her name on Instagram?
Did she?
You said was it or you said is it or was it?
No, I was going to say is it past? That's what I'm saying. Because did she win?
She won. She won.
So I said our giveaway winner is Princess Ray or was Princess Ray?
Is.
Okay.
Yes, it's in present tense because she hasn't got it yet.
Yeah, okay. But let me check her Instagram name because what if she did change it?
I mean, if she did or didn't, she listens to the podcast. She know who she is. And I got a bone to pick with y'all while Sammy is over here deciphering the name. We fuck with y'all. Why don't y'all fuck with us back? I feel like more people should have entered into the giveaway. And I got beef with y'all. We giving away $100 fucking. Like, even
it's Princess Ray. It's Princess
I feel like with all things considered, $100 in this economy that you couldn't even fucking repost. That's crazy. So if y'all too rich for our blood, we gonna find it. We gonna outsource.
Okay. Well, I just want to say thank you for entering and
thank you for your support. Yes, congratulations.
All right. So
let's get into some highs and lows.
Yeah. So what are your highs and lows for this season?
Okay, so for highs and lows, I feel like our YouTube thriving in season 4, I feel like it's very exciting for me because I'm always seeing the numbers. Like for you, I think for when you see audio, it's kind of normal for you. But for me, for so many times, I've seen us not even hit 15, 20 views. Mm-hmm. So for me to see consistently 40, 50, I'm like, wow. That's a major high for me. And another major high for me is us making it to season 4. Because we said so many times that people start a podcast and that's where they end.
Yeah.
Like they don't get past it, probably season 2 or season 3. I don't know the reasonings, the ins and outs, but it's there's so many people that we looked and we wanted to reach out to or work with. And that's not even a possibility anymore because we don't know what their capacity of podcasting is. And I've talked to so many people that I meet even in passing because we work in the nightlife. They're like, I love y'all's show. That is a high for me. Even though it's a high every fucking season, it's still a high because it's a motivation to keep going. Like, it's like, get that shit, bitch. Get that shit, bitch. Get that shit, bitch. So for lows, my lows is the lows that we always been talking about this entire season. Inconsistent content. We only worry about doing the fucking episodes, and we get very lax on our reels and our what's it called. So I was like, this month that we gonna take off, I'm gonna be on your ass. We got to do 2 months worth of content. We have to. Like, I don't know how we gonna do it. I think we gotta do Mondays and Wednesdays. We gotta do it. But that's one of my lows because I feel like we should have had way more reels out. Because I remember our reels used to get like fucking 4, 5K views easily. And it'd be great if we just hit 1,000. And I feel like our reels used to do numbers. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I want to get back to when our reels was in real time.
Okay.
Another low I have is because I feel we've done so great right now that we kind of plateaued, that we need some help to get to the next level of what our greatness is. I don't know what that is to us until we figure out what that is. Because I feel like we're doing great and we know we're doing great, but we need to do better than great so we can start making revenue.
Okay.
Okay, so what's your highs and your lows?
My high is definitely us getting a business credit card and trying to build our business credit. I'm like, okay.
We've been doing well. We've been paying that shit off too.
Yeah, we've been trying to consistently pay it off on the date. So I'm like, okay, we're actually doing a good job on that.
That is amazing. So high five. Come on.
Yeah, we have. Another high for me is doing our first pop-up shop. You know,
that was nice.
Yeah, we sold shirts
that was so
day. And we did say we were gonna do some more, but we didn't. But
we don't
honestly,
also we don't have the inventory, so we need to talk to LP about his person.
Yeah. So that was a good thing for us. I was really excited that we did that. And I'm like, that gave me some motivation. Like, okay, maybe we should do more stuff like this because get our name out there and stuff and, network with people. Another low I had. First low I have is when people didn't show up to our show. I hated that. And thank God we had a producer who was able to sub whenever that did happen.
I feel like it happened more than once, right?
It happened twice. And he subbed both times for us. So shout out to him for doing that. But it's like, damn, like, I feel like we put effort into this. And it's like, if you don't want to show up or if something happens, just let us know ahead of time. And, someone wanted to put their baby on the show. It's like, things happen. I get it.
Damn, I forgot about that nigga.
Girl, he wanted to bring his baby.
I remember it was that dude, and then it was the other. Wow.
Both the people I asked.
LOL.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you the problem.
Another low I was going to say was, you kind of already said it, was not doing enough content.
Yeah.
So you already brushed up on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your favorite episode?
My favorite episode was Love or Loyalty. Ciroc was fucking hilarious. Like, I'm so glad that you did your research and you vetted him out and you were like, yeah, he can come on the show, because I didn't do it. But just like we had organic fucking chemistry.
Yeah.
It was that was like the biggest vibe I feel like we've ever had, because it's like usually
people a vibe, even though he brought people and not tell us.
No, that shit was hilarious. He came with a whole entourage.
If you're gonna bring people, just let us know ahead of time. We're gonna always say yes.
It was a whole entourage.
But you know what? Just prepare us ahead of time. But it's cool though. You were a vibe.
It was the greatest, highest vibe that we ever fucking had, because it's just like he came in here and knew what he had to do. He had no and the thing is, because we never really prep anyone on our episodes, so we never really know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
So for someone to come in and just do it and just do the damn thing
and talk just enough and not too much.
Literally my favorite fucking episode. It lives rent free in my head because I'm just like, wow. Mm-hmm. Like, this is the shit. Like, this is the magic people think about. Sorry, I'm gonna keep talking about it because they made me so excited. What is your favorite episode?
Our Fuck Nigga Free episode.
I love that episode too.
Yeah.
I love that episode too. But I was like, but more importantly, because it's always us. But I feel like I had to show some people yes, that was a great fucking episode.
It was a great fucking episode.
Was that when we was in our little bunny outfits?
We were in our Halloween outfits. Yes, that episode was funny. We were talking our shit.
We were.
And
looked great. And we looked great.
And we looked great. Our lashes was on point. That Fuck Nigga Free episode was just a nice era because that's when the song kind of first came out, and we were.
I think it was at the tail end. I think it was a transition.
Okay.
It was getting to the fall. And we were like, since summer is over, how are we going to be fuck nigga free?
That's true. But we were singing that song all summer.
We still singing that song.
F-R-E.
It is almost springtime. We are still singing that song. Thank you, Gloria. Hallelujah.
And what is your least favorite episode?
Okay, so we didn't want to say least favorite. Oh, yeah, we did say least favorite. Okay. Jesus, I love you so much. My least favorite episode... It's policing masculinity.
Why?
I think when I was doing the editing, it just felt very chaotic. I think it's why I say that because I think it's because we went on a lot of tangents on that episode. That's the only reason why. Not because B wasn't saying some real shit. Because when B come on here, he gonna always talk his shit. But I feel like we were very lax, and I think we took way more shots than we usually do because we weren't even drinking tequila. I think we were drinking wasn't it like Jägermeister or something like that? We weren't drinking what we normally drink, and I just remember editing that video, and I was just like, wow, how many clips can I make out of this? And that's how I felt, and I'm like, God. But that was my least favorite in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. My least favorite is the one who got away part 2. All because it was chaotic. Someone was supposed to come.
The same reason why I said it's chaotic. Yeah, it's like a lot.
It was a lot happened. Someone was supposed to come, and then he ends up telling me he is coming, but he's going to be like 30 minutes late. And then he tells me, oh, I'm about to get gas, so I'm going to be even later. And that just put me over the edge. I was like, you know what? I hate when people are late. And, not only are you late, you want me to wait even more. You know what I'm saying? Don't already be late and then tell me about to, if you're late to something like this, rush.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then luckily our producer at that time was able to, fill in. But at the same time, don't have us in a position to do that. You know, it could have been a really good episode.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been a really great episode. Not that he didn't do a good job, but it's the person we picked would have been great for that episode.
He would have been amazing for that episode.
So it's
yeah, because I feel like sometimes when we do pick people, we pick them because we know they're going to be very... you're going to use a lot of discernment and you're going to combat us on our ideas.
Yeah.
I love men that come in here and talk their shit and they stand 10 toes down. Sometimes we have men on here that don't do the same thing. And we always keep saying men because we are going to get into it later, but we don't have many girls on our show. And for the feminists that we say that we are, it is hard for us to get a woman to commit to being on our show.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because we haven't tried. It's because... it's hard.
It's hard.
It really is hard. Yeah. But we're still trying. And in 2023, season 5, we're going to absolutely try to at least do maybe even try to break even for as many girls. But I feel like sometimes also it's kind of hard to have girls on our show when sometimes we know we share the same opinions all across the board. And it's we don't want to...
Maybe we should have more women like Pearl.
I mean, that's gonna be hard to find. I mean, hey, it's clickbait. It's clickbait. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I feel like we need to find more diversified ideals. And I feel like if we have someone that we know is gonna agree with us, it's pointless to have a guest.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna say, yeah, same thing as you.
Yeah, for the most part. But there are some women who, participate in patriarchy. So it's going to be fun to talk about them bitches. Or talk to them bitches.
Okay. So with all things considered, with our favorites and our least favorites, we did have people that we absolutely enjoyed working with. With all things considered, even though we had our favorite episodes and our least favorite episodes, we did have some very esteemed characters that we enjoyed working with.
Yeah.
So for some things that we're going to just throw out there, we're definitely going to say Ciroc. Because we both agreed on him. He's
definitely one of our favorite guests. So these are our favorite guests for the episode.
For our season. Absolutely, I'm gonna say Ciroc.
You were a vibe. We fucked
and
with
then
you.
we went out with him after, and it was even more of a vibe.
Yeah. Him and his crew.
Oh my God. It's I feel like a total dick rider right now, but it's okay.
Is it a dick riding or is it just
giving someone their flowers? I feel like, but you're
take
right.
Take the ego out of it. Just
I'm taking the ego out of it, but I just feel like I do want to tell someone when they do something right and when they do something wrong. So absolutely, he's definitely someone we really enjoyed working with. Mm-hmm. Another person we really enjoyed working with was fucking Jeff. Jeff was a vibe too. He's such I don't even want to say this word, but it sounds so weird. Alpha. He has alpha energy. It reeks off of him.
Okay.
Like, I've never said that to him. So if he hears this,
he got alpha energy.
You have alpha energy that literally is contagious.
That's what you feel like?
And not roof. That's definitely giving cute energy. Alpha energy is what Kevin Samuels talks about, but actually personified in a good way. Like I feel like Jeff is the kind of person that someone can be in their feminine energy with because they're so secure in how alpha he is. Mm-hmm. That's how
he's not like
he's not boastful about his alpha.
Toxic alpha.
Mm-hmm. He's not like
alpha where it's like he don't got to do anything besides be himself, and
you could just feel it.
Yeah,
you could just feel it.
And those type of the men are. Those are the ones, girl. Those are the ones. Okay, so my favorite person was Ash. I fuck with Ash. I like Ash.
Ashley.
I love her. The episode was fire with her. She was funny. My favorite line was, "A bitch would do anything for a Scooby snack." I will never forget that line, bitch, because I'm like, bitch, you are right. Yes, a bitch would do anything for a Scooby snack. So yeah,
bitch, even less for that.
Yeah, that was a vibe, and that whole episode was a vibe. Another good one was Filthy Dre.
Yeah.
I liked his vibe.
Because he kept talking shit with us. Like, I feel like he was not letting us make it on nothing. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we like people like that. We like people that are
we're very dominant females, and it's very easy for us to run over you. So will. So we can stand on your own and not be scared of us. I love that.
Did we do a Battle of the Sexes episode this season or no?
We did not.
Clutches pearls.
We did not.
I feel like we should do one of those every season. I feel like we should.
We did not.
I feel like we were traumatized from the last one we did.
So speaking of episodes, a lot of times we get a lot of people who slide in our DMs and even in person who want to be on our podcast. And you know what? I love it. I love that you fuck with our show, that the fact that you want to come on it and talk your shit and be a part of what we got going on. But not all of y'all are can make the cut. Not even trying to be rude, but just because you want to talk doesn't mean you got anything to talk about.
Okay, and even a side note to that, to add an extra layer to make it sound more insensitive.
You want to make it sound more insensitive?
No, I make it less insensitive.
So you want to make it sound more sensitive?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
You know, the 14.5 might be catching up to me.
It already caught me up, bitch.
Okay, but I feel that if you do feel like you are very well versed in conversations of certain topics, I always encourage someone to say, if you want to be on our show, hit our DMs, as in The Real Slip and Spill, and say, hey, I would love to be on your show. I like to talk about global warming, abortions, and this. Like, if those are things that you are very well in talking about, please let us know, because I feel like sometimes when we are looking for people to talk about things with the shows, everyone thinks that they're well-versed in everything, and they're absolutely fucking not. So if you know there's some topics that you are better at than doing, like, lead with that, because that would help us get you on a perfect episode where it won't feel like it's a clash of the titans or a clash of ideas or a clash of personalities. I want you to be on your best foot. We don't want people on our show that we look like we're running over. We want people on our show that are adding value and something that we can probably learn something from and change our perspective. So it's never just like we're bringing you on our show to say, niggas ain't shit. That's not our purpose. Our purpose is here for us to all get to a great baseline.
And the most important thing, we pay for this shit.
Yeah.
Don't waste my motherfucking money.
Facts.
Okay.
So, I'm going to say, after we do that disclaimer, we're going to get into people that we want to work with. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure we're on the same track. Go ahead, girl.
So, these are the people we would love to work with. Mine is give me a P. Give me an E.
E.
Give me a T.
T.
Y. I'm petty all the time. I love their intro song.
I've never heard an intro song like that. I was thinking, I'm petty. Yeah, I'm petty.
That's a song.
Oh.
That was just a different part of the song.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Petty Party Podcast. I fuck with their podcast. I listen to it. I love the fact that they're from Dallas. We from Houston. So
one of us got to go somewhere because we can.
A little thing could happen, and one of them is my namesake. There's Amakalette. I'm Chiamaka. So the fact that y'all Nigerian, I'm African too. So why not?
Why do you stop acting like I'm African when you're African? You said I'm African too, like I'm not.
But you're not Nigerian.
Y'all are African. I'm African too.
But I said you're Nigerian, I'm African too.
Am I not African as well?
You are African, but you're not Nigerian. And she's Nigerian.
Okay, so let me, you know what's different?
I should have said you're Nigerian, I'm Nigerian too. Period.
That sounds way better. You just like discluded me. And we were just talking about this, y'all. I don't even want to get into it right now because She on my shit list right now because she want to discredit my Africanism.
I do not discredit your Africanism. This is what I said. I said, compared to me, you are Americanized. But compared to other Africans, I'm Americanized too. So how do I discredit yours when I also said the same thing about me?
I said
the same thing about myself.
And I said, ain't that the kettle cold and the pot black? We all African. We just operate differently.
It's perspective. That's what it is. To the fresh off the boat Africans, I'm Americanized. To someone who was born in Africa, came here very young, raised by very African parents, to me, you're Americanized. That's just what it is. I'm not discrediting your Africanness. You're still African, but to me, you are Americanized.
To me.
Opinion based.
Anywho, who's your second person?
Another one I want to work with is Cocktails podcast. I fuck with their podcast.
I love them. I love how I feel like demographically and politically and how they speak, they're just so us. Like I feel like
I honestly
they're very vulgar. Like because I'm not saying we're extremely vulgar, but I feel like the context they talk about like it's abortion vulgar. And stuff like that.
I love vulgar women because like women,
we don't get that
to luxury to be vulgar like that. I'm like,
be a lady. Yeah. These women want to be men so bad. I don't want to be a man.
I would never watch for women like that.
The thing is, I don't want to be a man. I want a man. I absolutely can be in my feminine. Those are all disclaimers. But do y'all fucking know me outside of this?
Yeah.
No. So take what you want, leave what you can.
And then like most women, we don't want to be masculine and be like, if you actually have conversations with women and see them more than just sexual things, you would know most women don't thrive or don't want to be masculine, don't want to handle all the business. We want to thrive in femininity, but what y'all give us don't give us
not let us operate in that safe space, and we like a good safe space,
and y'all niggas are not safe
at all. Okay, so for me, I absolutely want to work with Hoe to House Husband. I think they're funny. I think they are hilarious. I feel like they can give us a run for our money when it comes to being combative, because I feel like they have their very distinctive views. And I mean, clearly they're hoes that started and they're trying to be house husbands. So I feel like we can help them be more formed house husbands. I don't even know if any of them are married, but I mean, if y'all need help.
I think they are.
Well, the fuck?
Yeah, I think they're married.
They're all married?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to find out because maybe I need a fact check, but.
And it would make sense because they're hoes to house husbands.
Or that could just be a gimmick. Let's be real. It could be because maybe they're.
But I've listened to their podcast. I don't know if they're all married, but I know
a few might be.
Yeah.
And another people that we want to work with is we do because we
let's just say we.
Yeah. Tonight's conversations because we've both played the card game and we love the conversations that it brings out of couples and or out of even your peers, because I feel like it's very interesting that you will literally know someone but not know someone, and that's crazy. Like, because me and Sammy wanted to play like a game, and we were like, let's do questions and answers. And then we were asking each other questions on the phone. We're like,
we were quizzing each other how much we know about each other, and we didn't know shit about each other.
Didn't know anything. And I'm like, how have we been friends for over 3 years?
But it's probably because we're not in a relationship. So
I know
we're not in a textual relationship. So we're not asking each other what's your favorite color.
Yeah,
like that's not something that's important in our relationship.
But I feel like those are things that you would like pick up on with being someone's friend. Because I feel like, I mean, because that's how I learned that your favorite color was purple. I mean, granted, you don't wear purple. But I've heard you, and like so I feel like those are little things you pick up. So I'm like, it just takes a lot of attention, and I'm like, sometimes we just put a lot of attention into this, Because I feel like you said, we keep our friendship and our podcast separate or in certain aspects.
No, we don't.
Well, absolutely, kind of we do. Because I mean, after you were like, you have to, like you told me, what was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Let's keep it separate.
And then we have not.
I feel like we do keep it separate I absolutely think we do.
Okay.
Because I feel like we have certain days where we just talk to each other about each other. Like, because like when I feel like we keep it separate, because I will call you and still talk to you as a friend. And then I'll still call you some days and I'm like, let's talk about the podcast only. Is that not two things we do? and we still hang out outside of the podcast and things like that, you think that they're also intertwined?
Because even when we talk about the podcast, we still have normal conversations within.
Because
we're not
robots, but I'm saying.
So we don't keep it separate, because even when we're talking about the podcast, we still have to be like, we will have a whole conversation. We're like, okay, bitch, let's reel it in because we got to talk about the podcast. Right. So no, we don't keep it separate, but that's okay though, because I feel like that's what makes the chemistry is real and authentic, is outside the podcast, we're actually real friends. So do you not want to be real friends with me, bitch? Why are you sipping your wine like that?
I'm sipping my wine because I hear you.
Okay.
Bitch, I hear you.
Period.
So outside of that, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to making some motherfucking money. I am a very money-motivated bitch. And
money,
you know what? As a true African Igbo woman, money is my love language. And if it's not making me money, it's not making sense. So yes, I am looking forward to us making enough money where we don't have to bottle girl, we don't have to bartend, we don't have to do anything but live a life of leisure and podcasts.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
What I'm looking forward to is the revamp. We have so many things we don't want to speak out loud because we at many times feel like we said so many things and they haven't came into fruition because maybe someone's wishing on our downfall, or, maybe someone's like, oh, So we want to keep those under wraps. But for the most part, I really am excited for the revamp. I feel like season 5 is definitely, I would like to say that me and Sammy are going to hold each other more accountable for things that we want to do. So I can do my part, she can do her part, we can do some little adjustments, but as needed, I absolutely feel like I can't wait for this revamp because I feel that we are both at a place where we feel like we want to start making money. I'm going to say, because next month, which I was telling her, hold my hand, my beautiful fucking Nubian queen. Next month makes it 3 years when we fucking started this shit.
Yeah.
Like, niggas don't make it to 3 years. And I'm not going to get gushy right now because we're going to do that later. But I'm just saying, we make it 3 years next month. And I feel like that is such a beautiful thing. And I'm so...
You're beautiful.
I'm so...
You're beautiful. It's true.
But yeah, so...
I saw your face.
I'm sick. That's what I'm excited for. And I'm excited for a break. I said it earlier, but I'm excited for a break.
I kind of said it for you.
Say what?
I kind of said it for you.
I'm excited for a break.
Yeah,
damn it.
She want a break. I'm like, let's work harder. But you know what? The break is important. It's needed. It's very needed. Because you don't want to like burn yourself out.
Burn out.
We need those juices flowing.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we need a break.
Okay. So let's get into our final thoughts over the season, how we feel, and then before we get into questions.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying you said.
Well, we're not doing 2 truths and a lie.
Oh shit! I did not write that down. So yes, I have them in my phone. So yes, 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
So you can start because I already got mine. I'm gonna pull them up.
I didn't write any of mine down, so I gotta make mine from the top of my head. Truth is.
No, you can't say the truth. You gotta say the 3
you
things.
Need to go first.
Okay.
I've been chugging my wine back to back.
2 truths and a lie. So you gotta figure out which one is a lie.
Okay.
Okay. So Mexican food is my least favorite cuisine. I've never been on a cruise, and I've been to the Niagara Falls. Which one is a lie?
I want to say never been on a cruise.
That's a lie?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I want to say that.
That's a lie. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You said it so confidently. I love you, bitch.
Yeah.
He was like, I want to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lock in my answer.
Yeah, that's a lie. 2 truths and a lie.
Don't tell me which one is the truth, bitch.
Okay, I'm not. One of my siblings are born in France. Another one will be, was a jump rope champion in school, and I went to a private school.
You were never a jump rope champion.
I was never a jump rope champion.
Like, even how you said it didn't even sound right. Like, you're like, I was. Like, I'm like, say, you see how I said all my shit like straight. But and the one you know why how I knew you were lying? Because you said the other 2 without even like a thought. You're like,
yeah.
my family members was in France, and then you were like, I went to a private school. And then you were like, I was. Like, see, you gotta be better at lying, bitch. Because I know when you lying to me, bitch. I know when you lie to me. See, we are in a relationship, bitch. Because I know when my nigga be lying.
We are in a platonic relationship.
Platonic.
Platonic.
Okay, so let's get into some motherfucking questions.
Girl, what's our final thoughts?
Oh, shit. I literally am feeling like you right now. Because, you know, sometimes you be looking at the time and you be like, an hour is almost coming.
Yes.
Okay, final thoughts. Final thoughts are, I feel like every season I let you know. Yes.
Okay.
I love you. I would not want to be on this journey with anyone other than you. I'm so glad for you choosing to put up with my nonsense and my sensitivity and my overthinking and my lack of motivation sometimes. Because you know what? We make a very beautiful mix of like, you know, what makes sense and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like anyone from the outside in will look at us and be like, how are they fucking friends? Because let's be fucking for real. We are fucking complete opposites.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. You embraced me in a way that makes me feel comfortable with still allowing a safe space for me to grow and to love you and to love this. So thank you so much. Oh, I've like cried. Oh, shit. Wow. I love you so much.
I feel like you've cried every season.
I always cry.
You've cried every season.
I'm a crier.
Yeah, you are.
Go ahead.
Okay. I want to say, girl, thank you for
being a friend.
Not only that, but thank you for just putting up with me. Because I remember one of the things I said to you when we first started this podcast, when I was like, if we can't be friends, we can do this podcast. And you were like, why can't we do this podcast and also not be friends? So I was like, thank you for always letting me see the bigger picture. Because I feel like you've always seen the bigger picture. Even when we argue and like anything happens, you always see the bigger picture. I'm always thinking of like the moment and right now, the immediate. And Ami, you always see the bigger picture. So thank you for always allowing me to be a bigger person. And I want to also say thank you for teaching me patience. Because I'm an impatient ass bitch, but I feel like you've taught me to be so much of a calmer person and to be so much more open and like, okay, let me just understand different perspectives of things and not always see just one side of things. So yeah, that's what you do for me. I feel like I teach you structure and you teach me openability. I guess that's not a word, but I'm gonna make it a word. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm always like a strict ass bitch. You're like, sometimes Sammy, you don't gotta be strict. Just, you know, be more open.
I mean, we're still working on it, but you know what? I love that you're open to it.
Yeah, definitely. So I try not to be such of a head ass of a perfectionist. That's why I was like, okay, let's let that scene roll. Because I'm like, you know what? Let's fuck it. Let's let that scene roll. So you helped me do that, and I love you.
I love you more. Stop it. Stop it.
So yeah, those are my final thoughts for this episode.
Okay, let's get to the fucking question.
All right. What is your least favorite thing about being a podcaster?
My least favorite thing is when people try to cyberbully us. like you cannot bully a bully. If I'm in my villain era, y'all stop telling me I am unwifeable. Stop telling me, like, y'all can call me everything y'all want to call me, but you can't call me ugly. Or broke, actually. Those are two things you can't fucking call me. So I feel like for me, stop trying to cyberbully me. Because I'm going to feed into it and I'm going to start talking my shit. Because me and Sammy, you got to understand, we both be honest sometimes. We got time. So Sammy will clock in at like 5 o'clock. I'm going to clock in at 8 o'clock. And we both like talking shit. And like, you over here arguing with two different perspectives, but you think it's the same person. And it's not. So stop trying to fucking bully us. Because guess what? We got time. It's two of us.
Yeah, period.
So how do you feel? I'm gonna say you can answer that question too, because I feel like that's a good question. Because I have two questions as well, but I feel like that was a good question. So
my least favorite thing is when people go on my personal page trying to tell their personal business.
Yeah,
I know, I understand. We come out as inviting, loving. Tell us your, whatever will help you out. But can you keep that on the podcast page? I don't need you to seek your opinion into my personal page because Chiamaka and Thug Sammy are two different people sometimes, and I don't need you.
Trying to, yeah.
Leave her alone because she's trying to mind her business and be at peace. But the real
Chiamaka cannot be in peace,
right?
Because they want Thug Sammy.
They want Thug
Chiamaka
Sammy.
Can never be at peace.
Chiamaka can never be at peace because they want Thug Sammy. But trust me, I gotta clock out Thug Sammy and Chiamaka sometimes. Okay, so please leave it on the podcast.
My question is, what new elements would you like to add to season 5?
I want to add our someone giving advice to people.
I like that. I want to add that, but no one was biting on it.
But we also wasn't promoting it. So it's like, it's also our responsibility to make sure it's out there, you know? So we weren't, even me too, like I wasn't promoting that hard either. So I feel like if we...
And that's why I can't wait to have a meeting with our marketing consultant, because I want to know how do we do that better. Because I feel like we say, because we say it on every episode that's promoting, but people don't watch all of our episodes. They probably will watch only our clips. So we need to find a better avenue for that. I literally just said, I want to make sure we do live streaming. So either that's on Twitch or on what's called, because I feel like that's how we're going to get the engagement up if we're just live streaming, even though we won't be able to answer the questions like we want to, but live streaming will just help with another layer of things we can do.
Definitely.
So what's your question?
My next question is, if you weren't podcasting, what would you be doing right now?
Honestly, right now, I'm trying to get into my second and third source of revenue. So I'll probably try to be focusing more on that because, like I said, we are getting at that age out version of ourselves when it comes to bottle girls. So we're trying to find our next out. Like I probably might do this shit for the next 2-3 years also, to be honest, but I'm gonna still find other hobbies. So I feel like this year I feel more pressure than not because I'm 29. So I feel like if I wasn't podcasting, I would set my sights on what is my next stream of revenue outside of that. Okay. Did you want to answer that question or no?
Honestly, yeah, I can answer it. If I wasn't podcasting, I think I'll be a nurse. Because that's what was gonna happen. Yeah. But I'm like, this shit is more lit and I like it. I can make money. And we're good at it. Yeah. So yeah.
So my question is, what was the biggest challenge you had to overcome this season or a personal milestone that you felt like you hit? So you can do either or. I don't know if you want to answer both of them. If you want to answer both of them, you can, but...
Oh, you said a personal milestone? What?
Either a personal milestone that you feel like you hit with the podcast, or what do you feel like is the biggest obstacle that you had to overcome in this specific season?
I don't know about any big... I don't feel like we had any big obstacle to overcome this season.
I said you personally, not us.
I don't think I had any big obstacle to overcome this season.
I think for me, for when it comes to the biggest obstacle I had to overcome was when I was trying to go without drinking, because I feel like it's such a tradition for us. Yeah. Not drinking with you just felt like I was cheating. Like I just felt like, because your energy would be right here, and I'm like, I'm trying to get to that energy, but I'm not lit like you right now. Yeah. So I feel like that was my obstacle. Granted, I did not complete the obstacle like I wanted to, but I did it to a satisfactory level to where I felt at least comfortable. But I feel like that was my obstacle this season, was like when I was trying to do dry January and I just couldn't really do it.
Yeah. I mean, for me, there wasn't a really big obstacle.
Well, good thing you answered the other two fucking questions, because you ain't had nothing to do about your fucking milestone. Yeah. Okay, so thank y'all for following us on this journey. This fucking long-ass, beautiful-ass, messy-ass, chaotic-ass, everything that you wanted to fucking be. Because whatever you fucking experience is what we are for you. And this is our last episode of season fucking 4. So I feel like we should just end it off with, although we've come to the end of the road, till I can't let go. I feel like we always sing that every season, so I feel like we had to just stick it in somewhere. But can you please follow your girls on all social media networks at The Real Sip and Spill, except Twitter, which is
Sip and Spill 1.
And while you're at it, leaves a 5-star rating, because it's a 5-star bitches. Ow.
I sip wine, kick my feet up when I get time. And as I recline, take another sip, let my thoughts unwind. Sipping and spilling it. Sipping and spilling the tea.